need you to listen. I need you to listen.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shantae Thompson, and today we will be talking about my rate. I recently saw, like, my previous video, I saw a comment of somebody saying like, hey, you should do a video of what your rate is and whatever the case may be. So here I am talking about it. My rate is STG. I'm a sonar technician. I had no idea what I was signing up for because nobody on YouTube did any sort of video about being a sonar tech. And I was like, so I was basically going in blindsided, right? But I kind of knew it was a good job because I did, Google search and read up, whatever the case may be. So the definition online is saying something like undersea surveillance and stuff like that. So that's basically what we do. We are like the eyes and the ears of underneath the water. They be like launch torpedoes. We don't actually launch the torpedoes, but that's basically, our biggest weapon basically that we be on. Torpedoes. We're gonna learn all about that when you go through A school, C school, whatever the case may be. It's all about, I don't even know how to explain it because it's kind of hard to. That's why there's not really much videos about it, because the job is kind of like, classified. So you can't really give out much information about what exactly we're doing. It's gotta be careful with what you say. But basically, let me break it down the simplest way I can. What I think of my job, like what I think I do. Stand and watch with a fucking headset on our head, and we're watching a computer, like a screen, and on it doesn't look like no computer. It looks like, I just looking at it as a civilian, you would even think, what the fuck? How do you know that's a rock? Or how do you know that's a fucking whale? The screen look literally like, when the TV buzz out and it turns gray, kind of like that. It kind of looks like that, but you're reading sound waves and different sound movements and different stuff that pops up on the screen. We can know what it is. We can track it. We're there to track subs, mostly subs, but we can also pick up different things underneath the water, like different fishes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's some fishes. They ain't important. Or we get a little spot like, maybe that's a ship somewhere. We track it up, make sure if it's a submarine, track it up, shit like that. So we basically just searching, tracking, making sure it's not an enemy sub. We're the watcher underneath the water. We're reading the sound waves and making sure it's what it's supposed to be. And then if it's anything abnormal or anything like that, we let motherfuckers know, like, yo, this ain't look too right. I'm trying to like break it up so you could kind of like understand it. And then the sonar soup, that's like the person watching over the people that are actually watching the computer. They will like alert somebody else up the chain of command, like whoop de whoop, and then if we need to launch a torpedo, we will. Not technically like us, the one watching it, but like the Navy, basically, whoever is in charge of launching the torpedoes. If you have any more questions about being a sonar tech, let me know. There's not much that I can say about it, so I'll give you the best I can, but you know what I'm saying? Two types of sonar technicians. They be like, are you a 5YO or a 6YO? It means like, are you a 5-year contract or a 6-year contract? So for the 5-year contracts, it's more like quick. After you do boot camp in Chicago, you literally, after you finish that, you fly straight to San Diego, and you'll be in holds. Holds is like where you stay when there's no class available yet. That's where you muster. Muster is when you take like attendance. That's where you do working parties and just do a bunch of shit until it's time for you to class up to get into a class. So you'll come here, go to holds if needs be, and then you just go straight to A school. A school is where they give you the generalization of all the information that you need to know about your job. For both of us, 6-year contract and 5-year contracts have to go through A school. So for the 5-year contracts, you basically go to A school. After you graduate A school, you'll be back in holds and you will wait for your orders to come in to send you to a ship. For 6-year contracts, after boot camp, you go to like a base close by boot camp in Chicago. You have to go through a class before you even get to go to A school. Like, you gotta pass that class. If you don't pass that class, then if you keep failing out, then you have to get re-rated. Apprentice technical training. If you're a 6YO, you definitely supposed to go through ATT first before you come to San Diego to go through A school. The difference between A school and ATT is for 6-year contracts, and you basically in ATT you learn how to do like fixing regular shit. Like you have like circuit boards and you gotta learn how current flows and how to fix current, resistance, fucking a whole bunch of shit, why the light comes on and how this do that and all that stuff. Coming from a civilian lifestyle where you have done nothing mechanical like that or technical like that, it will be hard. Some people excel in the class because, you know, they had a contractor job before, or their dad taught them everything about that aspect. So that'll be easy for you if you already, you know, have some knowledge of certain things. But like, it'll be freaking challenging if you're like, you know, me that never did anything related to that type of aspect. My dad did try to like, you know, come and watch me do this or da-da-da-da-da, but my head just, I just couldn't get it, goddamn. So after ATT for the 6-year contracts, they go to San Diego, which is where I'm at right now, and you will do A school. Everybody have to go through A school. A school was more easier, you know what I'm saying? I already struggled in fucking ATT, so ain't nothing fucking harder than that, so I might as well pass A school. I did finish A school. I graduated top of my class. You get your security badge because the building, you can't have your phone in there. We took notes in class, but we had to leave the notebooks in class. You can't leave the building with the notes. If you do, you get in big fucking trouble. A school was not hard. It was more like, instead of more lab stuff and fixing stuff, it was more like a general knowledge type of stuff. More words, more like remembering stuff, you know, to pass a test and shit like that. It was pretty easy. At some points, I remember like, like stressing to fucking, but that's just me. I always stress before a test. So after you finish A school, then you worry about classing up for C school. I just got classed up for C school, so yeah. I waited in holds for like 5 months. That's some other shit, but I'm here for C school, and then after C school, whatever else comes, and then I'll go to the ship. So it's gonna be a while. I've been in the Navy for like almost a year and a half now. I'm still going to school and I still have more school to do. So it got its pros and cons, but I'm not rushing to run to the fleet yet. Like I'm still chilling, you know what I'm saying? Learning new stuff, still learning my rate before I get out there. So that's one of the things with being a 6Y. Your schooling and all that stuff will extend longer. That's why it's a 6-year contract. Don't mind the sound. They're like cutting the lawn outside. But other than that, I would say one of the good pros of being a 6-year contract is if you go through boot camp as an E1, you will leave as an E2. You get automatic E2 after you join boot camp. Like once you graduate, automatic E2. If you had no promotions in there, that's fine. You will still get your automatic E2. If you join as E2 or E3, you're not gonna get an automatic rank up, no. Only if you join as E1, you get an automatic E2 when you leave boot camp. Okay, just want to make sure I'm getting everything straight. And also, after you graduate A school, you get an automatic E4. So it's like a push button. That's what they call it, a push button. I am one of those. I graduated A school January 14th, and I put in my paperwork for my automatic E4 stuff, and I got E4 a month after that. I mean, it's not bad. So I joined as E1. I got my automatic E2 for my 6-year contract SONAR tech, and I also got promoted by my chief. So E3, boom, just like that. And then, you know, you gotta do your time and wait your time and finish. You completed A school, and then you put in your paperwork, and then you get E4. If you're a 6-year contract, you cannot get through A school unless you get through ATT. So get that. You're not gonna reap the benefits unless you actually complete what you need to complete to get what you need to get. It's not bad. Right now I'm a petty officer 3rd class, and I've been in for a year and some change, almost a year and a half. So you have the regular sonar technician, and that's for the 5Ys, the 5-year contracts, and for the 6-year contracts, you are a sonar technician, advanced electronics field. On your contract it might say 8, but that's because you do 6 but you owe 2. So yeah, it's also possible for you to pass. Like it is, people pass. That's what I always think in my head. If other people can do it and get through it, why can I not? I'm getting through this shit. And you know what I did? Got through it. I stressed for every test, and I just be passing. I think I failed once, and the retake that I did, I passed it, so I stayed in the class. But if you failed the retake, you get kicked back, literally kicked out of your class, just like that. So that's pretty much what I have for being a sonar technician. Is it hard? So far, no, because I'm not on the ship actually doing the stuff. Learning about my job is very interesting, I would say. Like, I don't know why I haven't made a video about my rate, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been making these videos about everything else, but like, what about me? Like, who are you? What do you do in the Navy? You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting y'all know. Shantae Thompson, and I'm a sonar technician. I have to get on watch. Your girl cannot be late. I've never been late for watch. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in my next video. Please let me know what y'all like to see next. I'm trying to like work with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all want so I can just make it quick and fast, just like this. Like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend of a friend, tell them I said what's up, you know what I'm saying? Join the Navy, y'all. Like, it's really not that bad. If y'all have any other questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I need you